Yes.
What other things other than stargazing do you like?
Well, this is the thing. Anything, once you break into a niche, or they think you've broken into it and they've decided, I do a lot of prosthetic work. Yeah, no, I'm following in the shadow of Doug Jones. That guy has been everywhere. You're like, I saw a mouse in that movie. Me. I'm like, there was a shot. Me. Like, he's been everything in every movie. I'm not there yet, but I do a lot. When you look at my resume, it basically looks like the night lineup for the Sci-Fi Channel. They're like, alien, 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 biker, 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 alien, kung fu master, alien, alien, alien. Like, yeah, dead, dead nurse, dead, killing demons. Oh yeah, there was devil in there. Yeah, like, that's the stuff I've done. Everything you watch with your children on Sunday, I've been in those. Yes, there's someone in the back. Shut it! I'm sorry, honey. Yeah.
Where in yourself do you draw menacing?
Have you seen me driving? Oh my god. Dude, you gotta drive in my city, man. They're so easy. It's like you just want to freak out on people. You don't even need the wraith costume, man. You just need a horn and one of these. Thanks, baby. Yeah, the menacing, menacing is one thing. John Malkovich is one of my heroes. He was the first person that pulled the quiet out of scary. You know, like a lot of villains are coming on, like, I'm gonna get you. And he was like, I'm gonna get you. And that's more creepy than anything, you know? So menacing I always take as the adjective, and then the verb is how to be menacing. You can be, this particular character was much more, I want to say, sexually driven. Like, she was very like, but menacing all the time. Like, come on in, like Black Widow kind of menacing. And then where the one in Submersion, she was she was hungry, man. She just like, I need a snack. Like, that was, so her menacing came from urgency, and it came from that sort of something deprived, so. Yeah, I got many forms of menacing. Ask my therapist, I have many forms of menacing. Many, many, many. Yes, my love.
Obviously, the wraith are written to be that. If you could write your version of the wraith, what would that be like?
Well, we'd live a little bit longer than, an episode. We'd stop getting killed all the time. We're superior in every way, but we die all the time. I was hoping, like, with the longevity of the show, if they would have been able to, kind of like Star Trek did with the Borg, how they introduced them as this real nemesing character, but then they were able to, you can actually follow the two storylines. Like, you start to get to develop where the Borg comes from and why they're motivated by what they do and how and all this. I think that if our show could have continued on, I would have written more about them as a race, because one of my first interviews was, do you think the Wraith are evil? I'm like, no, dude, they just hungry, all right? Like, they just woke up from a nap, they want a snack, y'all run around kicking their ass, they're not happy, so I don't think they're evil. I think that they're just this other race, this other creature, so I would have liked to write it that way. I would have liked to write more that way. Now I'm gonna swing over to this side. Yes, my love. Who's my favorite person to kill? I didn't really get to kill a lot of people. They all got my ass before I got theirs. One of the guys that it was so funny. One of the guys in Submersion, he said, I always kill the sixth guy. The sixth guy on the away team, the guy that nobody knows. That's the five of us and you. And the guy's like, food across his shirt. Okay, I'll go. I always got that guy, right? I never did get to kill any of the good guys. But one of my favorite killing guys. Oh, it was so funny. It was in Submersion, and he played a scientist, and he was like, he finds some water, and then he looks up, and I'm like, bah! You know, and I like killed him. Anyway, I come out like, and the angle of the shot, I had to actually link one of my arms into it and swing out like this, right? So it looked really fast and furious. Anyway, I swung around with a big old open hiss, and the guy catches it, but I mean, I can't jump back. I've swung, you know, they have to stop with the camera, and then I reset, right? So as I'm hanging there with my mouth open, and he's like in this frightful, petrified position, he's like, "You have really minty breath." Thank you. And I just thought he was so funny. Like, I didn't know what he thought was supposed to expel from my mouth, but mint surprised him. Sorry, more questions over here? Yes, sweetheart.
Yeah, with conventions, what's been the most memorable convention you've been to, and what's been the biggest and the smallest one?
Most of the memorable conventions for me is everyone. I always just, I take so much from these things, you can't imagine. Like, I just, honestly, just all the gratitude and all the response. I have a theater background, and when you work in theater, you get that immediate, you know, you feed from the audience, their energy, their suspense, their laughter, you get that. And it being in film and TV, you're cut off of that. And I feel that coming to conventions, I get to reconnect with that. I get to relive those episodes with you and actually draw the feedback from you. So no one is better than the other or less than, because I've just walked away always with so much. You guys give so much, you can't imagine. Just, it's, oh, I get all like, but you do, you guys are amazing, absolutely amazing. So you're, everyone is important to me, and I don't really think them small and tall, but I did do one convention in a place called Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm going to tell you something about Tulsa. There's not a lot of teeth in Tulsa. No, not a lot of teeth in Tulsa. No. And so anyway, we were in the convention, and we stayed in the same hotel as the fans. And I came around the corner, and the elevator opens, and I jump inside, and the elevator closes, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm trapped in here with the Klan. There was like 5 very, very big people. I was like, I don't know what the word. They were just really tall. They were very robust. One tooth shared between the 5, and all of a sudden they were like, you know, their eyes light up like they just found a drumstick, and I'm like, oh my God. And they're like, we take a photo of you, please. I panicked. I started pushing the buttons like, and I'm like, I got gas, get away from me. I was like, just stay away from me. Yeah, I panicked. I have to say, I'm sorry, I panicked. I know I saw Deliverance, so I was like, no, I'm sorry, you scared me. Yeah, I was like, this is not working. This frightens millions. Yeah. So not tall or small, and just different.